Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. We start with the second brush fire in the Oceanside area this week. The latest incident is called the November Fire, and it's burning on Camp Pendleton. The fire is on the southern edge of the Marine base, not far from the Oceanside Municipal Golf Course. The golf course was given an evacuation order with El Camino High School as the evacuation point. Surrounding neighborhoods were given a warning for possible evacuation. And KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer is live in Oceanside with the latest. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Maya. As you can see behind us, things have started to wrap up here at the temporary evacuation center at El Camino High School as people have started to head home. The blaze broke out just after 10 a.m. this morning, and as of late this afternoon, the fire had burned about 560 acres and was 0% contained. But forward progress of the fire had been stopped and evacuation warnings were lifted just after 4 p.m. Earlier this afternoon, we spoke with Oceanside Fire Department Division Chief Blake Dorse near where the fire started.
The fire's under investigation. We don't have a cause determined yet. We know the general area of the fire started on Camp Pendleton near the border with Oceanside. It was a fast-moving fire. We have quite a few air resources, which is a critical component. We don't have roadway access to a lot of the areas on Camp Pendleton, so those aircraft become critical for us when we're fighting these fires.
Doris said about 40 people evacuated to El Camino High School due to the fire. Camp Pendleton Fire, Oceanside Fire, and Oceanside Police Department are working together to fight the blaze, and air tankers and helicopters were also part of the fight. There is a smoke advisory from the San Diego County Air Pollution Control District for some North County communities. Dorse says he expects crews to be fighting the blaze through the night. Reporting live from Oceanside, Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
The National Weather Service issued a beach hazard statement at San Diego beaches through tomorrow. Surf heights could be anywhere from 4 to 7 feet, with sets up to 9 feet along south-facing beaches. The rip current risk is also high. Christian Maine has been surfing for 15 years, and today he broke his board in half. Before going out into big surf, Maine asks himself some important questions.
Is this for me? Can I even get out? Like, is there a rip that I know I can get through? And yeah, just be honest with yourself and be like, is this past my limit or not? But yeah.
Now, Rick Romero has been a lifeguard in San Diego for more than 30 years. He says when you get to the beach, talk to the lifeguards. They can tell you where to surf and swim safely.
We're out here working in the public. We're always there. We're kind of always watching the water, but we make time available to meet people, talk to them about beach safety. That's why we're here.
Swimmers can check beach conditions at lifeguard towers, and Romero says feel free to ring the doorbell if you have any questions.
Overall, tonight dropping down to the mid-60s overall. Now, the marine layer, it's staying on the shallower side right now, so coastal areas are the only ones that have to deal with the low clouds as we start off tomorrow morning. But we do have some changes on the way, mainly with our temperatures. I'll break down exactly what to expect coming up.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria says he will sign the budget approved last night by the City Council. The plan was approved unanimously after hours of public comment and debate. Updates include restoring funding for most of the libraries and rec centers that were on a list for possible closure. A proposal to end a contract for license plate readers to save money was not adopted. About twice a day, San Diego law enforcement charged someone with resisting an officer and nothing else. It's much more likely to happen to a Black person. In part 2 of this series, KPBS reporter Katie Heisen tells what the data show and what can be done about it.
You want me to tell you why I stopped you, or are you going to keep talking over me?
Why'd y'all stop me?
Keyshawn Shaheed Price was leaving a high school football game in September when San Diego police officers stopped him, allegedly for speeding. Price says that's impossible since they were behind 2 buses.
I got my ID and my license, and I got insurance. But y'all stopping me and putting lights in my kids' faces and all that, y'all need to be doing that. Y'all need to be doing that.
His 14-year-old son and 15-year-old daughter were in the back seat.
I don't feel safe with y'all pulling me over.
The front passenger was filming. He asked them to call his wife. Officers ordered him out of the car.
I don't have to get out the car.
They handcuffed him and his kids. He says it was his children's first interaction with police.
I felt like I was being robbed and like my kids was being kidnapped, honestly. Like it made me feel like it was the worst feeling ever. Like just like not being able to do nothing, like knowing like everything that they was doing was like transgressing on my rights.
They took Price to jail for resisting an officer. His next court date is this month. Price works for a nonprofit that assists people impacted by the local justice system. He says he and his colleagues had already noticed a pattern of standalone resisting charges.
So we was already like, kind of like strategizing around it, like just talking about it, but when it happened to me, it was like, wow.
They requested data from the city attorney. All cases where the only charge was resisting from January 2024 through October 2025. That data show Black people are about 9 times likelier than white people to be charged by San Diego law enforcement with resisting and nothing else. SDPD spokesperson Cesar Jimenez said by email that this statistic doesn't tell the whole story. He says every citation for resisting is based on probable cause. The data includes more than 1,300 cases where the only charge is resisting. That's about 2 a day. San Diego city attorney declined to prosecute about 1,000 of them.
The person's charged, it gets dismissed, the judge never sees it, and then rinse and repeat over and over and over.
Scott Holmes is a civil rights attorney and law professor in Durham, North Carolina.
And no one is keeping up with the magnitude of the problem or quantifying it or presenting it to the public.
Holmes noticed a pattern with his clients and started researching resisting charges.
There was a high correlation between people being stopped without any reasonable suspicion or any grounds, and then arguing or complaining about it, and then ending up with a resisting charge to punish them for arguing about their interaction.
Holmes found in Durham, 90% of people charged with resisting and no other major offense were Black. And most of those charges were never prosecuted. To him, that's a red flag.
It really is a signal more that the police have engaged in misconduct than the person's guilty of the crime.
He says many of these cases are unconstitutional.
If the only person only is charged with resisting arrest, the question is, well, arrest for what? What was the legal duty that brought this person before you that made them obligated to comply with your orders?
Generally, an officer has to have reasonable suspicion to detain somebody. Heated words aren't enough.
Unless your words are fighting words or you're actually verbally threatening the safety of the officer, you can express your disapproval of how things are going in the most strong terms and be fully protected under the First Amendment.
Spokesperson Cesar Jimenez said if someone believes their rights have been violated, they can file a complaint. KPBS recently found the city board tasked with police oversight doesn't get to review the vast majority of these complaints.
The purpose of the charge in that moment is to control that person and send a signal to everybody else that this is not the way you deal with the police. You have to obey us. And so the impact of it is to dissuade other members of the vulnerable community from asserting themselves.
Holmes says using criminal laws to control Black people has been a tactic since slavery ended. He offered a solution. When officers charge resisting without legal grounds, they should be held liable.
It's a crime. And if prosecutors started prosecuting it as crimes, prosecuting the police every time they stopped somebody without reasonable suspicion and laid their hands on them and assaulted them and put their kids in handcuffs and charged them with false imprisonment or kidnapping, then police would stop it. This is the way criminals are supposed to be deterred by criminal prosecution.
Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
That was part 2 in a series by Katie Hyson. She covers issues rooted in racial justice and social equity. You can find her work on all of our KPBS platforms. President Trump has signed a $70 billion immigration enforcement bill into law. Republicans used the reconciliation process in Congress to make it happen. And that means it was approved with a simple majority after a lengthy debate over the past couple of weeks. The package will cover costs for the Department of Homeland Security through the end of President Trump's term. It includes more funding for ICE and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. New numbers from the federal government today confirm that inflation is climbing. It's now at its highest level in 3 years. Karen Kafa has details on today's report and what it means for the prices we pay.
Price hikes continue to pinch U.S. households. Annual inflation rose to 4.2% in May, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's the highest level since April 2023.
The real pressure on the overall economy is on inflation and prices. For consumers, this means, struggles with affordability.
Fueling the faster pace, overall energy costs up more than 23% since May 2025 amid elevated oil prices due to the war in Iran. David Anderson of the Texas A&M Department of Agricultural Economics says that's putting some pressure on overall food and grocery prices, up 3.1% year over year.
If we think about all of our food, we got to get it from where we produce it to where we consume it. And that requires diesel and gasoline and rail traffic, trucking, you name it.
Other factors at play in the grocery aisles: fresh fruits and vegetables up 6.1% over the last year, driven by soaring lettuce and tomato prices after weather cut crops. Coffee prices up more than 17% in the last year because of tariffs, and beef and veal up almost 13% as summer grilling season kicks off, Anderson says, and cattle numbers are at a cyclical low point. At the same time, Elizabeth Renter, senior economist for NerdWallet, notes inflation is now outpacing wage growth.
We're paying more at the grocery store. We're not getting a raise, that coincides with it. And so we're feeling that additional stressor.
Economists warn climbing costs could eventually dent consumer spending, the primary driver of the U.S. economy. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
New federal work requirements tied to public benefits are already taking effect for food stamp recipients. Similar changes to Medi-Cal are scheduled for next year. KPBS health reporter Heidi DeMarco says as people try to navigate both systems, advocates report confusion is growing.
New federal work requirements are rolling out in stages across California's public benefit programs, including CalFresh and Medi-Cal. Advocates say one of the biggest challenges is understanding how the rules differ depending on the program and timing. CalFresh work requirements went into effect June 1st. Some groups that previously qualified for automatic exemptions may now need to meet work requirements. That includes some veterans, people experiencing homelessness, and former foster youth. But many people may still qualify for exemptions. Josue Castro oversees the CalFresh program at the San Diego Food Bank.
Our team has been very focused on connecting with the community, letting them know what the requirements are, and then how we can help find exemptions.
People under 18 or over 64 can qualify for an exemption from work requirements. So can people who are pregnant or who can't work because of a physical or mental health condition. Caregivers for a child under 14 and students enrolled in school at least half-time may qualify too. The changes are different for Medi-Cal, California's Medicaid program. Work requirements are not scheduled to take effect until January 1st, 2027. San Diego County says about 314,000 Medi-Cal recipients may be subject to the new work requirement. Linda Way is a policy director for the Western Center on Law and Poverty.
It's understandable that there's confusion because this is a brand new requirement that has never been imposed.
She says the exemptions aren't exactly the same for CalFresh and Medi-Cal. For Medi-Cal, older adults will be exempt. So will people with disabilities, children, former foster youth, Native Americans, and parent caregivers.
There is a lot of overlap in terms of the requirements, but they don't perfectly align.
She encourages people to seek help early because even if you qualify for one, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll qualify for the other. San Diego County says residents with questions about eligibility can call 211 for assistance. Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
Well, we get several days in a row of a shallower marine layer, so only along the coast are we dealing with the early morning June gloom. Now, overall, high pressure is dominating, so that's going to help us out with at least some of the cloudy skies, but it also leads to, in some cases, dangerous heat. Let's talk tonight, though, what to expect. 69 in Borrego Springs, 62 for Chula Vista, and 64 for San Diego itself. We go to tomorrow, it's a wide range. That's why we talk about our different regions. 76 in Oceanside, we get to 84 for Escondido, 91 for Ramona, and then 106 by the time we get to Borrego Springs. There's the dangerous heat that I'm talking about. We'll dive into that a little bit more in a minute. But first, let's take a look at our 5-day outlook along the coast here. So we're staying in the 70s, but we do see some variation. 78 Friday, then back down to 75 by the time we get to Monday. Dealing with mostly intermittent clouds the next several days, but you know what? Plenty of sunshine to get out and enjoy as well. Further inland, we're in the 80s, not a lot of variation, mid to low 80s overall, and starting out the morning in the low 60s. We are trending a little above our historical averages really across the board, but it's nothing crazy until we get to our desert regions. First, though, the mountains, we're in the 70s overall, 75 for Thursday. We bounce around degree by degree, but then we're at 76 by the time we get to Monday. Our lows staying in the 60s for the most part until Monday when we drop down to the upper 50s. Here's where we're talking about the dangerous heat. So the worst of it for your Thursday and your Saturday. But overall, I mean, triple digits are triple digits. Just make sure you're staying hydrated. You're getting into shade as much as you can, getting inside into the air conditioning as much as you can if you do have to be outside for extended periods of time. And this is just the beginning. It's June. It's not even technically summer yet. So we have plenty more where that came from. For KPBS News, I'm AccuWeather's Anna Azalian.
The San Diego County Fair opened today. For many San Diegans, it marks the official start to summer. KPBS North County reporter Alexander Wen has the sights and sounds.
Today is the opening day of the San Diego County Fair, where the theme is Once Upon a Fair, and you can get lost on storybook adventures.
It is an ode to storytelling, the fairy tales, to adventure, to the books that we grew up with and the characters that we love. KPBS is a partner in that.
Big L, little Loba Loba.
And you can get your caricature drawn like this guy here. And of course, the fair wouldn't be complete without all the food.
Especially the food.
It's got potatoes with cheese on top. They're Australian battered. It tastes really good. I like the cheese on top of it. You know, 10 out of 10.
We are going on some intense rides today.
Of course, you can't forget about the ride. How was the ride? How was it?
Amazing. I thought I was gonna pass out when we were up there. My belly was like going insane.
After a long day of food, rides, and animals, you can come here at the fairgrounds, speak easy, and grab a drink. At the Del Mar Fairgrounds, I'm Alexander Wen, KPBS News. Cheers.
Well, the start of the World Cup is now just one day away. Mexico has the honor of hosting the first match. Ivan Rodriguez is in Mexico City with more on the cost of attending and the limited access for those who don't have a ticket.
We're outside of Mexico City Stadium, also known as Estadio Azteca, on the eve of the World Cup. Up to this point, a lot of the conversation has been regarding ticket costs. Now, back in April, when FIFA released a second round of tickets, Prices for Mexico's first game against South Africa ranged anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000. Many fans we spoke to across Mexico City say they feel priced out. For Mexico City, the FIFA World Cup isn't just a tournament. It's a homecoming that's consumed the city's streets. Ever since the U.S., Mexico, and Canada were announced as host of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, soccer fan David Herrera was excited to witness the moment at home. But the high price of tickets, especially compared to previous World Cups, put a damper on his plans.
The Azteca Stadium is 5 minutes for me, and more than being able to get a little closer, obviously, I'm not going. I don't have a ticket for the game, no, but just to see a little, to feel the closeness of the World Cup. On the contrary, everything is fenced off.
Those fences aren't only seen around the stadium, but also as you make your way to El Zócalo, the location of FIFA's Fan Fest, which officially opens its doors Thursday. People had to wait in long lines to pass through the first set of barriers, only to be met by another closed-off area directly in front of the vibrant main square.
It's a little frustrating to be so close and yet so far.
Mihika Streeter and Vishal Patel traveled from different parts of the U.S. to Mexico City. Although they don't have tickets to the game, they're excited to experience a World Cup.
We're definitely going to watch one of the games at a bar or something on Thursday, see if we can cop some tickets. But other than that, the other days are just going to be exploring Mexico City.
That will be really fun to see locals having a good time, and if there's people who flew in or drove in from all around the country, I think that would be really, really fun.
Because of ticket prices, many will go to the free Fan Fest at El Zócalo, the city's main square, which will be able to hold up to 55,000 people. That Fan Fest is also expected to have the largest screen out of all of FIFA's Fan Fest. In Mexico City, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
And one way to follow the World Cup is at kpbs.org. We have a section dedicated to results, headlines, and details on local watch parties. Team USA's first match is Friday night at 6 against Paraguay. Some San Diego Padres fans clocked in from the ballpark this afternoon.
We're at Petco Park right now. Yeah. No, I'm getting everything done. Yeah.
Sunday is Flag Day, and in one San Diego County community, it's also an anniversary.
I'm Amna Navaz. Tonight on the NewsHour, President Trump says Iran must, quote, pay the price for taking too long to negotiate a peace deal. That's coming up at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
Okay, Sunday is Flag Day, and in one San Diego County community, it's also an anniversary. 56 years ago, a group of students decided to create a memorial that has stood the test of time. Ken Kramer shows us in this story about San Diego.
It's just walking distance from where she lives, not far at all. Her name is Oresta Zalapany Johnson, and she's headed to a place that she just absolutely loves.
I try and come by weekly to keep an eye on it, just to check and make sure things look good.
For decades now, it's never been far from her mind either. This little street corner park. She keeps an eye on it, maybe tends to some flowers or straightens a flag that's been placed here because it's the decent thing to do. 1969-70, the war in Vietnam was bitterly dividing this country. Oresta was part of a group that felt that whatever their opinions about the war, decent people could at least agree that soldiers, sailors, and Marines from nearby communities who had died should be remembered, honored.
And some of them were just kids, as I was. I mean, they were just out of high school.
Well, this group decided they wanted to put together something, a memorial, rock solid, at the corner of University and Spring in La Mesa. No one individual community had done this before they did. High school and college kids, Heartland Youth for Decency, they called themselves.
We of Heartland Youth for Decency dedicate this monument to the young men from our generation who have given their lives that we might be free.
Those are the key words, our generation. At a time of so much opposition to the war, it was uncommon to see kids so publicly committed to honoring sacrifice.
We tried to do our best to fight for the cause, to fight for those that were serving over there and for those that unfortunately couldn't come back.
It's been decades now since the Flag Day in 1970 when it was dedicated, but Oresta still has a strong connection to this memorial and to the time in which it was built.
Here's my father.
Her father, Oresta Zalapany, 35 years old at the time, was a stonemason contractor. His building expertise made the idea become a reality. There are photographs of others who were there at the time: Virginia Evers, who had the first thought to build it, Denise Evers, who went on to serve in Vietnam herself, and Oresta's dad. But looking back, it really was those Heartland kids who made it happen.
Very proud, and very proud to be the first community to have such a memorial.
In 2014, the monument was renovated. Hundreds of people who'd been touched by this street corner memorial showed up for its rededication. Stories were shared, there were memories and tears.
But you could feel the presence of almost every man on that plaque.
The park has been expanded. Veterans groups and individual contributors have added memorial benches with personalized touches beyond what those Heartland Youth for Decency kids could have imagined back then. For Oresta, it's something she's been proud of every day since.
The energy of what this means, it's priceless. It's priceless.
And Ken Kramer has a half hour of stories every week about San Diego. You can see them Thursday nights at 8 o'clock right here on KPBS. And here is a look at what we're working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. A trial is underway for the person accused of setting last year's Palisades fire. NPR's Morning Edition will have an update on where the case stands. And KPBS Midday Edition is covering Black Music Month, and that airs at noon on KPBS FM. Find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Enjoy your evening.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marco Shiley, and by the following: and by viewers like you. Thank you.